right, welcome back, everybody, to Farms and Frontlines. I'm your host, Max Terzano, and I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, the one, the only Major Jessica Rudo.
Hello.
Um, First of all, happy Halloween. I know we said it on the last episode, but we are recording this. It is Halloween. Hooray.
Do you get
Um,
trick-or-treaters or no?
no, no,
Oh no.
we bought like candy the first year we lived here and the second year and realized nobody is coming. So
Oh really?
we have not bought, we have not gotten any trick-or-treaters in like 5, 6 years. So
Oh.
nope.
Oh well.
Um, but today we actually have a pretty cool episode that I had no idea this was a thing or was even happening until Jess you sent um that article on like the
Yeah.
Italian mafia and agro food criminality or whatever it was.
Yeah. They call it
Uh,
Agromafia.
Agromafia, which is
Yeah.
like just sounds like aggressive mafia, but yeah, I guess if you wanna take it away, and I have not read too much about it because I thought it would be more fun to just let you teach me and everyone else who's listening about what the heck is going on in Italy. Take it
So
away.
yeah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Agromafia is kind of like what it sounds like. It's the mafia in the agricultural sector. And it is most of it is Italy, but sometimes I will mention like Europe as a whole. It is happening in other parts as well.
Right.
But
One
it
of the
is
things that
on
I
the rise.
noticed one of the things I noticed when I was reading it was it reminded me a lot of kind of like avocados
Yeah, exactly.
and just in Europe and how
Yep.
it's a not a um, what do you call it, a drug cartel, but a
Hmm.
international crime syndicate or whatever multinational
Yeah,
crime
transnational
organization.
criminal organizations. Yeah.
Oh man, I tried two and they were both wrong, but yeah, so it reminded me of that where it
Well,
was
exactly.
very similar to that.
That's exactly it. I was going to bring that up as a kind of like as the example,
Hmm.
cartels extorting the avocado market in Mexico. But we're seeing it for just table ingredients that you would just be like, I can't believe there's a whole like criminal background to this thing, like
Hmm.
Parmesan cheese, like olive oil, like
Yeah, it was only a while before the criminals started getting into Parmigiano Reggiano,
I
you
know,
know?
I
Anything
know.
that fancy sounding has to have seedy undertones.
Gotta have money behind it, yeah. But like olive oil, it's wild. If you look into it, it is just wild the crime that is behind like just the things that we buy and don't even think about,
Yeah, I
which I
mean,
just think is
it
awesome.
was,
It's not awesome that it's happening. It's just this benign item is
yeah.
like wildly, insanely like corrupt.
And
There's like all these things happening behind it. Yeah.
if you're like someone like me, you would never know, right?
Mhm.
Like, I'm not pouring my olive oil and being like, wait a minute, that's been
Yeah.
watered down.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
not pure, genuine olive oil. Like, I
But
wouldn't know.
but some people would know, right? And Italy is hoping that like you care enough
Hmm.
that the made in Italy sticker means something to you as us as Americans we're like, oh, all right, cool. Made in Italy, like this is probably gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that is on the line, and everything that comes out of Italy suffers from, these fake products that come out.
Hmm.
Subpar products, I guess is a better way.
Right. For whatever reason, I had in my head like the crappy versions, or I'll have like made in Olive Garden stickers on
It's like spelled wrong. There's like two eyes in Italy or something. Like,
them.
like
Italy.
that's too easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so how did it start? I mean, like, I guess how did it come to like be a thing that people were paying attention to? Like the mafia was, I mean, I guess first tell us what they're doing, right? Like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
already sort of mentioned like watering down olive oil, but like how do
Yep.
you conduct international food fraud with like Parmesan cheese? Like
Yeah.
what are they doing that it matters?
So yeah, like you had mentioned, it's organized crime groups, and they are infiltrating the food supply chain on various levels. Um, and it's either like adulteration of a product, like you said, like watering down um, olive oil, or mislabeling, like it's a fake product, but they put a made in Italy product on it, or it's just counterfeit, it's just fake. Like most of our Parmesan cheese, like that we buy from ShopRite or whatever, it's like wood chips. It's like it's not even really cheese. Like
No
it's
wonder I don't like
full
pasta.
of sawdust. Yeah, not wood chips, sawdust. That's what I meant.
Is it really? Is it sawdust? Like, is that
It,
real?
I would tell you like probably like 85% of that thing is not cheese.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
So
that
what we
makes
eat
sense.
is like it's
Would
gross.
you like some more hamster bedding, sir?
I know, yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what we're talking about. And when we say agromafia, that's like the gist of what we're talking about, how food is being like tampered with in one way or another by criminal elements.
So there was
Um,
like a guy out there, like, I don't know, chainsawing a tree down, and he looked at the sawdust and he was like, I've got an idea.
you know, what this looks like.
You know what I could do? I just finished chugging this tube of Parmesan cheese.
Let
My
me just
dad's
put it in
gonna be
there.
pissed.
I'm just gonna let me just store my sawdust in this thing, and somebody puts it on their pasta,
Done.
like, hmm?
You know what? This
Hmm?
tastes bad, but I'm too tired to care.
Um, yeah, I was gonna. It's almost like you know how they like cut cocaine with like flour
No,
and other
personally.
crap.
Oh,
Well, you know what I
yeah,
mean. It's not pure,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
cutting it with other junk. It's the same thing.
Right.
Like
How like they would say
only
like
we're eating
this,
it.
this cocaine had rat poison in it or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everybody stop, and they're like, "Nope,
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna roll the dice."
I don't
Yeah.
care if it's all wood chips. I gotta get my cheese.
Spaghetti just doesn't taste right without it. That's
Man
part of my
arrested for
diet. I'm
chopping
fine.
down trees behind his apartment complex.
So I was looking into this, and the European Commission is kind of heading a lot of it because it affects exports coming out of Europe, and it's a huge market. Exports coming out, like food exports, are a huge market, and also like
Hmm.
agro-tourism, like people coming to like wine vineyards and blah blah blah, right?
Right. Yeah. I
Those
mean,
are
that's a
big,
huge draw for
yeah,
Italy in particular, right?
yeah. Those are huge things for Europe. So the European Commission looks at these things. They define food fraud as the intentional misrepresentation of food for economic gain.
Okay.
So like we talked about. So, and it's not like an isolated scam. These are mafia-driven food fraud, systemic like criminal activities.
Right. I mean, it's big enough that you and I are talking about
Talking
it.
about,
So,
yeah.
like,
There is a whole report. Um, so it's published by Calderetti's, and it's the Foundation for the wait, let me say this ready.
mhm.
The Foundation for the Observatory on Crime in Agriculture and the Agri-Food System. And they
Hmm.
call it for short the Agromafia Report. Last year's report said that food crime generates 24 billion euros annually. And that's
That's
just Italy.
insane.
That's
That's
just
just
in Italy.
Italy. My
That's just
gosh.
Italy. Yeah. So it's like a huge market, right?
Yeah, leave it to criminals to be. Yeah, they've got a lot of ingenuity.
Yeah. Um, it's pretty nuts. So it
It really is.
starts, it, it has always kind of existed. But if we're looking at Italy, so we recognize like what happens in Sicily sometimes is different than what happens on the boot, Italy.
Hmm.
Sicily, there's traces of like the mafia in agricultural sector in like 19th century Sicily.
Mm.
So pre-World War II, where I'll get to in a second, but the mafia is like controlling land and agricultural states. And they used it to like suppress other people, like mostly peasants. Any like peasant movements, they would kind of use these land ownership gains to stop those. And
Mm.
that was continues, and then after World War II, it kind of picks up a little more. So without going too crazy into detail, right? The fascist regime and how
Hmm.
food was monitored, and you needed food stamps, what you could grow, what you couldn't grow. So all this happens during pre and then during World War II. After World War II, the U.S. is kind of involved in rebuilding,
Hmm.
and the mafia sees a chance to like kind of cash in on some of this. So both in Sicily and Italy, the food sector kind of reflected this calculated adaptation to like changing political realities.
Mm.
The state is reconstructing. It's called the European Common Agricultural Policy, and they like flood the area with subsidies. And you know how we love subsidies. I had like actually put it in like size like 25 font on my
I
note.
saw that.
Like and they're trying to put money back into the countryside. But these criminal elements, so I have like Cosa Nostra, Camorra. I'm not even gonna try this one.
Yeah, that one I was struggling with, but like I've heard of Cosa Nostra before.
Yeah, I've heard of Cosa Nostra also. They recognize that agriculture offered a low risk, high reward alternative to narcotics trafficking. And they, again, they're purchasing land, they're establishing these agricultural cooperatives, they're filing for these subsidies, and then so it puts them into the legitimate realm, right? Because
Hmm.
they are owning land, owning these co-ops,
Right.
puts them into they apply for subsidies and get them. They have these fictitious production yields. So nothing's actually like maybe they have one apple, but they're saying they have 100.
Right. Okay.
And then they launder that money, the subsidy money, into other legitimate, I'm saying in air quotes, agricultural revenues. So it's like a money laundering scheme that it starts like. So it's going to grow. And I found this part really interesting because we can like kind of make parallels to what we've talked about other previously.
Hmm.
Southern Italy, the entire supply chain. So olive groves, dairy operations, slaughterhouses, transport networks become vertically integrated under mafia control. So we talked about this with China and Smithfield and all of the other things that go with like having pigs and slaughtering them and then shipping that pork out to
Right.
whatever. You know, there's like all these things that's called a vertical integration
Hmm.
where you need the steps to get to the end product.
Right.
That's what the mafia was doing. It's like this the same thing that China's doing with like I was saying with Smithfield. They owned all of it. So there's profit making and laundering and all of that on each step to get like let's say olive oil out.
Hmm.
I wrote a note too, like I wonder if this is what Canada is doing, but with energy. But that might be a bridge too far right now, but
Hmm.
something to keep in mind.
And we did talk a little bit in a previous episode about Canada buying like a ton of land in Maine and like border
Yeah.
states, right?
They've got a they're trying to acquire a ton in New York right now,
Hmm.
like protected grasslands,
Right.
to put solar panel farms on.
Hmm.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Interesting.
It might not be. I mean, maybe it's just capitalism, you know what I mean? But
This with the mafia kind of reminds me of there's a story I heard, and I don't know how true it was or not about um this like mafia family in New York City a
Mhm.
long time ago who opened a restaurant to like launder their money and
Oh yeah.
then ended up making more money with the restaurant than
The
they were
restaurant,
with
yeah.
like their illicit gains, and they just ended up running a legitimate restaurant.
Oh well.
And it's just like here it's like, the mafia's buying like the entire vertically integrated supply chain for like
Yeah.
olive oil and wine and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it's like,
So
why
not
even like
yeah. I know. Why even do anything
it's
else?
just not enough for some people,
Just do it like for real, yeah. Um, so I have a couple of case studies if you want me to go into those. So the
Yeah,
first one, olive oil.
let's dig into it.
So yeah, like I was saying, olive oil is huge, right? If you think of Italy, like olive oil is probably one of the top things that are coming out. Um, there were a couple of investigations done. It says up to 20% of extra virgin olive oil sold in Europe is probably fake.
Wow, 20%.
20% of it.
So
So like
like
5 chance that you got fake olive oil.
okay, so it's like 20% of the extra virgin
Yeah.
olive oil.
Yeah. Which
I
means
what like
so that means
I
like
feel
it
like you were
might
about
be
to answer it. Yeah.
yeah, it might be olive oil, but it's like it's not from Italy. It's coming from like Turkey or Libya. And
Mm.
it's not like extra virgin is like that first press. That's
Okay, I gotcha.
it's probably
I
like second,
never knew
third.
what extra virgin meant,
Yeah,
so
it's like
I
the
was like,
first press of the olives. That's the extra virgin.
okay, okay. And then
So,
so yeah, they would just
yeah,
blend cheap Turkish or
yep.
Libyan oils and say this is that
Premium
first
export. Yeah.
press from Italy,
Hmm.
pure, give us an extra however much money. Hmm.
Yeah. I love I love this one. It was called Operation Mamma Mia. It was in 2017. it led to they captured $13 million worth of fraudulent oil.
I think
So
I heard of this. It was at
thousands of liters.
a big party where a woman was trying to find out who was the
Who
father of
was
her
the
daughter.
husband?
They raided that. Everybody broke out in song. It was all over the
It's
news.
crazy, yeah.
I think they made a Broadway play
I think
about
they made him, but yeah.
it. Pierce Brosnan led it, I think. I don't know.
It's crazy though. But yeah, they arrested a bunch of people in the Camorra group, and then they did another one called Olio di Carta paper oil,
Hmm.
extensive document forgery to say that the
Wow.
certificates of origin and the chemical analyses behind these things were fake. Like,
Wow.
oh
So they
no,
really
look, I've
dug
got the
into it.
papers. This is
Yeah.
actual real stuff, and that all of that was fake too.
I just really like how there are different sides of like the same law enforcement coin here,
Yeah.
where this guy's like, this is Operation Paper Oil. And the other guy's
Hmm.
like, this is Operation Mamma Mia.
Yeah, yeah.
Wahoo!
We're gonna have fun with this one.
Yeah. And he's like, ah, dang it. Can you focus, Antonio? Mamma Mia.
That'd be funny. Maybe that's why they were saying it. Like, oh, man, there's so many liters of oil. What are we gonna
I
do?
know, right? But
What
I
do we
mean, I
need?
do think that that's pretty crazy. Like I was thinking, like when they're selling this extra virgin fake
Hmm.
olive oil to people, they're just like, wink,
Yeah,
and they're just like, yeah, all right, you're selling it to us for cheap, whatever, we'll buy it. But now you're saying, there was a whole certificates of origin and chemical
hmm,
analyses, which
yeah,
they would falsify, and like so it was a whole operation. It wasn't just like bottling
yeah,
and forgery, making the like forged stickers and stuff. It was this whole thing.
yeah. Have we done one about honey? We should do one about
No.
honey because it's literally the same thing where it's like a huge percentage of the world's honey is fake,
Hmm.
and
Tune
they do
into
the
the
same
next
thing.
episode for the same thing, but with Winnie the Pooh jokes.
Operation Winnie the Pooh, yeah.
Operation Pooh Bear is in full effect.
So another case that I've got is Parmesan cheese. I had a cadet, he's a second lieutenant now, but he did his whole thesis on Parmesan cheese and like how
Really?
it's fake. Yeah.
That's fun.
Um, so there's a lot of regulation on being able to call cheese Parmesan cheese. It has to come from a
But
specific region. Yep.
like champagne
Yep.
kind of thing.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Yes.
it's just sparkling cheese.
That's right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, it's government cheese.
Has to come from a cave in Missouri.
That's right. Or else they could have lying to
Yeah.
you. Yeah. So, and there's a lot of protections on it. And this, obviously, the area where Parmesan would actually come from relies, on the Parmesan industry. Like that's kind
Hmm.
of what their branding is, right? They've gone like all in on it. So again, this is a several billion-dollar fake industry that's happening. It's exports typically to the United States. Almost all of it's fake. Um, so the way that they do that is they create the fake cheese. Like I was telling you,
Hmm.
the Parmesan is actually like cheap fillers, industrial ingredients, saw,
So is that like 90% of what you're buying in like the
yeah,
supermarket? Like if it's like ShopRite brand Parmesan cheese or something,
it's
it's like
sawdust, yeah, 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 yeah,
cellulose
yeah.
or whatever. Oh my gosh.
Cellulose, yeah.
Wow.
The cheese company marketed 100% Parmesan, later found to contain cellulose, especially wood pulp as filler.
Huh.
So I'm not saying like, I'm not just saying it's like actual.
Right, right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So other
It's
things,
kind of like that, like years ago when Subway was found to have like the same stuff that was found in like yoga mats in their bread.
ew, what?
You
Oh,
didn't hear about that? Yeah.
it didn't that lead to like the arrest of the spokesperson or something? Or is that
I
totally,
think that was completely different with Jared being a
yeah,
pedophile, but
like a pedophile?
yeah, that was Subway, man. Get into the news for
I
good
know,
reason.
come on.
A 2014 controversy regarding the chemical ingredient azodicarbonamide, or
Yes.
ADA, used as a dough conditioner in some commercial breads. It is also used in the production of plastic products like yoga mats, which
Gross.
led to the public concern and prompted many companies, including Subway, to remove it from their bread. So I guess they don't do it anymore, but
At least it wasn't the other way around. Where are
right.
we going to get our yoga mats if we're eating it?
Just
Can't
a
put this in
class,
the.
like a yoga class. And I'm like, no, go ahead and take a bite of your mat. There's a nice little snack.
We can't have any mats because it's all in the bread.
We sell mats at the deli area. Anyway, sorry.
Anywho, the other ways that mafia groups are getting after it, they would make Italian sounding branding, which also made me think of China and
Oh
like
yeah.
Happy Port Company or whatever.
America Best
Random.
Farmland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So they would put green, white, and red packaging, the Tuscan
Mm.
skyline, right? Fake tricolor seals to deceive customers.
Hmm.
Parmesan that has no connection to Italy's heritage flooded the markets, taking advantage of lax labeling laws outside of the EU. Again, like I
Hmm.
was saying, most of it's coming to the US.
Right.
Just yeah, that's what I wrote in the notes too. Just like China and their dumb
Yeah.
names.
I did like a lot of research and studying that when I was pursuing my master's in food and ag law and policy.
Oh yeah,
Labeling is such a huge deal. Like we could do a whole series on that because it's just insane.
I
Like
had no idea. Yeah.
it's so wild, especially when it comes to seafood. Like, whew.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, like there are like observers who have to go on these boats and like make sure that they're following international law and like following correct fishing practices.
Is that for like
The
dolphin safe or just in
Yeah,
general?
and tuna and like
Okay.
sustainable fishing practices. The number of observers that turn up dead,
Ooh,
insane.
really?
Yes.
Ooh,
It's like got to be one of the most dangerous jobs in food, like being
wow.
like a seafood observer to make sure they're following international practices.
Dang.
It's crazy. Yeah. So we'll have to do an episode on that because it's insane.
Mm, geez.
Hmm. It's
Another
like,
thing
oh, it's like
insane.
Russia. You know how they keep falling out of windows? It's like
Oh,
just on accident, like
got pneumonia again.
right after they speak out about Putin, they slip on a banana and fly out the window. Like, it's like that. They slip on a wet deck out at
Yeah,
sea, and
yeah.
oh wow, another one, crazy.
Weird. They just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know how to pivot from that. But I was trying to say another thing that's crazy. The mafia will make real businesses buy their fake product and push it out through their business.
Ugh.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So in response, there is an entire Parmigiano Reggiano consortium,
Hmm.
and they have made a whole bunch of safeguarding measures, strict regulations. Again, like where's it coming from? The province of Parma, right? Reggio,
Hmm.
Bologna. um, Microchipping wheels. How nuts is that? You got like a giant
Oh
wheel of
dang,
cheese,
yeah.
put a microchip in it,
So
and then
always check your cheese before you
before
dig
you eat it,
in.
let me scan it with my phone, see where it came from, like my dog's neck.
That's crazy. Someone lose their cheese.
um,
That's crazy.
and then yeah, legal action. So, but just like everything else with any kind of criminal activity, like I don't know if you could stop it. I don't feel like it's already against the law. Like what's legal action? Like the threat of legal action, what is that going to do? Like
Right, like they're the
I'm already
mafia.
doing it. Yeah, yeah. It's already fake. It's fake stuff anyway. I know it's
It's not
bad.
like there's somebody there being like, we should probably stop,
Oh,
guys.
wait a
That's
minute.
they
Yeah.
just made it illegal.
Ooh.
Ay.
Thanks. So I have another case study, but it's Spain and France. Um, I wrote like it's not a new thing. Like I was talking
Hmm.
about. So Spanish and Italian syndicates cooperate for olive oil, but also wine. Wine is huge, like
I was
fake
gonna say,
wine,
I imagine like
huge.
especially France. I'm not a
Yep,
huge wine guy, but I know like southern France especially is like
yep.
the wine capital of the world type deal. So,
So yeah, and then so there's like a couple ways that it's just bananas. Like so one I wrote was like these counterfeit vintage Bordeaux wines. So there was one example that I'll talk about, but this is just an example, but it's happening a bunch. Again, these are linked to like criminal groups, Italian and Balkan criminal groups. So the one,
hmm.
I guess the most famous, I don't know, but it's the Thomas Jefferson wines.
Hmm.
So somebody in the 80s, a German wine collector named Hardy Rodenstock,
Hardy Rodenstock.
Hardy Rodenstock claimed to have
Hmm.
unearthed a hidden cache of old Bordeaux bottles that belonged to Thomas Jefferson.
I think I've heard about this.
Oh yeah. So the bottles were saying they're late 18th century, were sold at auction, and one of them was a 1787 Chateau Lafitte.
Chateau Lafitte.
Chateau Lafitte. Sold for $156,000, this bottle of wine. So people started to get
Wow.
suspicious about it. The billionaire who bought it um, checked the authenticity of the bottles and
Mm.
found out, I don't know how, but they found out that it was fake and they sued Party Run Stock. Um, so I do know actually. So what they did was they almost like created this advanced forensic technique and they use atomic particles to prove that the bottle of wine was fake.
That sounds almost more expensive than buying the bottle of wine.
Yeah. And then,
Like,
yeah. Well, what if it was real? Then what are you going to do with it? Now the thing's like, I don't know,
you'd
whatever. I
probably just be happy and
don't
put it up in a shadow box somewhere to show
put it
off.
in like
Like, look at my
iron,
very expensive wine. Meh.
an iron case because it's just been like
Well, he twirls his
atomic
curly
atoms. Yeah.
mustache. Yeah.
All right. So I had another one, horse meat scandal, but it's gross. Can we not do that one?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. Horse meat, bad. That's
Yeah.
what
And
the
then
official stance of this
but
podcast.
horse meat is bad, and then you're going to do fake horse meat, like ugh, gross.
If I'm eating horse meat, I don't want to. Ugh,
No, get
can't
out
even
of
joke about it. Gross.
here.
Don't eat horse meat, people. All right.
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff, the food crime, it mirrors narcotics, right? It's diversifying their risk, it's decentralizing their operations, it's embedding profit in legal markets. So like the money laundering that comes out of this is hugely into real markets. So if you pulled that market out, I mean, sorry, if you pulled that fake money out,
Mhm.
laundered money out of these legitimate markets, it would really hurt
Like they would
legitimate markets.
collapse. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's what would happen in like a lot of real estate in like
Hmm.
areas of real estate. Like if laundered money didn't go into it anymore, it
Yeah.
would suffer, which is
Yeah.
great.
Which I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Sorry if you own a home, but
Well, no, not if you own a home, but if you're
I don't
trying to
know.
buy one that with laundered
Yeah,
money. Yeah.
exactly. What's crazy to me, and like I was about to say, you got to hand it to the Mexican cartels, but you don't
At
have
least
to
they're
hand
real
them anything.
avocados.
Yeah, they're selling and growing real avocados. They're doing a ton of other terrible, terrible things,
Yes.
but the avocados from Mexico are genuine avocados. It's not like you're eating yoga mats or
Yeah, that's
wood
true.
chips.
Or wood chips. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they're considerate of our fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our healthy fats.
Yeah. It's natural.
Yeah. So consequences, economic distortion, legitimate farmers. I mean, that's what else too, right? There are legitimate farmers and people in the legitimate businesses that hurt. It makes
Right.
unfair competition.
Because I mean, like if you're out there selling
Hmm.
genuine Italian extra virgin olive oil from your vineyard
Yeah.
or wherever olives grow, I'm
Yeah.
assuming vineyard. Um, Not only is the fake stuff going to be driving your prices down, it's going to be driving
That's right.
the demand down as well. So
Right.
like the small honest farmer who's making this actual sought after stuff is getting real ripped off here by the agro mafia.
Yeah. And all the other things that go with it. All the, the actual legitimate has to pay all these fees to be
Hmm.
certified and everything else.
Right.
Like you were talking about,
Whereas these
inspectors and
guys are just
everything. Hmm.
printing out stickers and slapping it on a wheel of cheese or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one way where like especially Italy is super concerned is the cultural erosion. So if you start getting a bunch of like piss poor products that say made in
Right.
Italy on it, the when you see something that says made in Italy, no longer are you going to be like, oh, this is going to be top notch. You're going to be like, ah,
Yeah. And
is
I mean,
everything
like, I know tons, not tons of people. I rarely get out. But
Who
like,
knows?
I know enough people. Especially with my last name being Trezano and my dad being who he is. Like Italian food drives a lot of, like you talked about, like food tourism is huge. People
Hmm.
go there because they're like, it's so
Yeah,
good, and I'm sure from the source is amazing. If
yeah,
you start getting food that says made in Italy and you're like, this is trash, it's gonna be like, well, let's go to France or let's go to Germany or somewhere
yeah,
else, like it could easily sway that amount of money coming in.
yeah. And that would lead right into like erosion of trust. Like you don't have trust in the brand.
Hmm.
That's going to hurt Italy. That will be not good on
Yeah, and I
multiple
mean,
levels. Yeah,
like when you're talking about like a country in the EU, it's
yeah,
it's not like the United States where it's like California has like the third largest economy in the world or something like that. Like,
Fifth.
it's up there. It's like 4-3, but like that money matters. It's like New Hampshire,
Mhm.
where we're largely like, well, not largely, but we depend a lot on tourism.
Yeah.
So
Probably
when
this
like,
time too, right? Like this time.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it was not a great fall, but like we had some, it was pretty good towards the end there. But like we're dealing with a lot of Canadian dollars that we're not getting because of just the tariffs and the recent administration policies and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But during COVID, especially, like there
Oh,
was not
right.
a lot of traveling, so like tourism industry really struggled. So
Hmm.
for a country like Italy, where it's like it doesn't have other states and stuff to rely on, it's like
Hmm.
it's a big deal.
Yeah. And then the last thing I wrote down was like public health risks, because if you're getting, fake product, could be a serious health hazard.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I don't like. I've never seen Parmesan cheese that proudly advertised contains wood chips. Like people should know what they're getting and know what
Yeah.
they're eating.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. So, Italy and most of Europe take it serious now. It's really grown the last, I don't know, 15 years, I guess, as like this is a thing we need to really be worrying about.
Right. Because
Maybe
I
earlier than
mean,
that. I think I want to say like in the 90s, late 90s, they started to put these like labels. Like there's like I was saying, the Parmesan cheese label and how you can
mhm,
certify it as like from Parma. That's like
right.
late 90s, but I think combating the mafia is like early 2010s.
That's crazy. I know.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know. If you were just like, if we were just chatting and you were like, "Hey, I was reading about like food labeling,"
Hmm.
and then pivoted to, and that's when they started fighting the mafia. Like, wait, what?
But the
Back
way
up.
they're fighting the mafia, they have chemical tracing, satellite imagery, blockchain systems to verify supply chains, like over like just it's always like these low tech crimes and these super high tech ways to
Hmm.
combat it.
Right.
Yet there's still the crime happening.
Right. Well, that's just like, I mean, criminals are, like I said, like they have this ingenuity where like
Yeah.
if
And
there's
they
a
will
will,
adapt.
there's a way kind of thing.
Hmm.
Like they're gonna keep, yeah, like you're gonna get this super high tech satellite. They're gonna
Hmm.
figure out a way to work around that and do it. Like we've seen that in with Mexico and like getting
Yep.
food, getting illicit materials into the States. Like they change their ways. Like you build a wall,
Yeah.
they'll build a tunnel, like
Yep. It's just adapting. How do they
yeah,
adapt? And then the issue is how do we get in front of that? Can we forecast how they will adapt so we can get in front of it? We as in like the good guys.
right, right, right. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Well, thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah.
bringing that to my attention and educating me on the Agromafia.
Yeah.
I had no idea. It
It's crazy.
really is.
I do find it really interesting though. Like again, just something as benign as like olive oil, and you're like, but actually there's like a multi-billion um fake market behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's neat. And
I do
like
too.
warehouse fires for like fake wine, or they steal the wine and they put their label on top of it. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy, yeah.
Well, I mean, who would do that? I've got my atomic atom
Yeah, to check it.
investigator machine here. So,
I think that is like Spain, like between France and Spain on the wine. It's French wine, Spanish like criminal elements,
hmm, will
like
they
setting
steal the
fire. Yeah.
expensive
Hmm. And
French
then
wine and then
if
slap their label on?
hmm.
Well, how does that work? Like you'd steal an expensive wine, or would you? Yeah, like I
I
can't
think
imagine
it's
you'd steal an expensive wine and then put your own crappy label on it. Wouldn't you like
yeah, no,
steal
that's
bad wine and then put the good label over
hmm.
that?
No, because if
Oh,
it's
so
a
you want
better
people to
wine,
think your wine is
it's
good.
better than it, yeah. Because then
And then,
it gains reputation of being
yeah,
like
like how does
this is
that
awesome.
like I know you don't know because you're not behind this criminal
This isn't
enterprise,
my idea, yeah.
but like what you're gonna just have to continually
Continuously buy,
steal
yeah.
this good wine until like or I guess buy it and then upcharge, but I mean I don't
I don't know.
I don't
Or
know.
you're buying it, it's good, maybe even you cut it, right? You water it down or whatever, and it's still
Yeah.
better than whatever your crappy wine was. I don't know.
All right. Well, if you're listening to this episode and you're the head of the Spanish wine stealing
You can just go ahead and answer some
pyramid,
questions for us. We
we'd love to have you on.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. And
All
then I
right.
put
Well,
references in the notes, which I don't know if you put references in the podcast notes or not.
I totally will. I haven't been, but I totally should. So, uh, check out the notes for
For the
more for
reading.
notes. Check out the notes for references. And thank you for listening to this episode. We truly appreciate it. If you're still listening, we would really appreciate it if you could rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. It would greatly help us. We've got something like, I don't know, 60 followers now and like 8 ratings. So if you could take a little bit of time and like just 2 seconds, go over there and give us a rating. Tell us what you think about the podcast. We would really mean a lot. As always, you can get in touch with us at farmsandfrontlines@gmail.com. Any questions? Just want to tell us how we're doing. If you're liking the show, if you're not liking the show, whatever. If you happen to run a Spanish wine company that's stealing from French wines,
Please
that's
read.
how you can reach us. Well, all right.
All right.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next time.
Have a happy Halloween.
Oh, yeah. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It'll be out after Halloween.
All right.
Shit.
We'll take this out.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'll
Happy
say.
Thanksgiving, yeah? All right.
Talk to you later.